I'm Max Sterling. Welcome to LarpGasm. Today I'm doing a food challenge that would leave Seinfeld fans saying, "What's the deal with this food challenge?" That's right. The Drake's Coffee Cake Food Challenge. Full-size edition. The big boys. That's right. I got a whole box of these at home. There's 10 inside, and I'm going to eat them all. Anyone who knows anything about Drake's Coffee Cakes knows that these are the one things you could give Newman to get Jurassic Park back online. So, if you are able to get your hands on some of these Drake's Coffee Cakes, then maybe you can play along. I'd share a bite with you, but I'm not really into giving bites. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and open this box. Alright, there we have them. So, we'll go ahead and do the challenge, and then we'll rate them and see if they're as good for LARPing as they are for comedians. I've never actually had one, so let's see. If you're playing along at home, in 3, 2, 1. Cinnamon streusel topping. Bust out the chocolate milk. No tea today. Tea doesn't go with streusel. Iced tea doesn't go with streusel. These really get stuck to your mouth. They're really hard to eat. Of course, if you're doing a challenge, you already know this. Oh. Last pack. I hope you're keeping up. I'm almost done. Oh, God. Excuse me. It's fucking disgusting. Ugh. Last one. You better hurry up if you're not caught up. little more. The main problem with this stuff is crumbs everywhere. Just make sure you eat the big pieces. We'll call it square. You can hoover up the rest of it later. Can't be helped though. So, if you're still eating, you lose. If you're already done eating, guess what? You win. So, congratulations. You just ate 10 of Drake's coffee cakes. You can enter yourselves in the annals of Newman. And let's go ahead and talk about these things. So, first off, Drake's coffee cakes. And fuck you, Seinfeld. These things taste like shit. These aren't very good at all. They're all chewy and fucked up and they stick to your mouth. I mean, they're not terrible. But, you know, I'm not about to go bribing fat people, you know, with them. So, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But, as far as taking them LARPing, I think they come individually wrapped. They're very crummy. That's really all over your costume. So, as far as portability, I'd say, yeah, they're portable, but they're going to get all crushed up. So, basically, by the time you go to eat them, you'll be eating a bag full of dust. So, I'd say probably not very portable. As far as price, alright, so there's 5 packs in there, 10 little cakes. This thing was like $3.49. So I could have bought like 40 Swiss rolls, like for the same price. So the price is whack on these. You get some Little Debbie coffee cakes or some other brand, they're going to be just as mediocre and cost much less. What's in this shit? You know, all the shit you'd expect to be in it. There's nothing whacked out. I mean, everything is whacked out, but there's nothing really, unexpected in it. Let's say that. So, I mean, obviously not eating it for health, but whatever. As far as period, well, I mean, I suppose they have little cakes and pastries and stuff, so, I mean, it might pass as period, depending on who's looking at you from a glance. I mean, upon closer inspection, people are going to hassle you, but, from a glance, looks like you're eating some sort of little cake or a little pastry or a little pie, so it might get past them, it might get by, but As far as overall, I'd say the price isn't very good. The taste is mediocre. Portability, yeah, but they're going to get destroyed. It is a period. I mean, not really. So I'd say these are probably a miss. Now, if you're a fan of Seinfeld, you should go find yourself some of these just so you can say that you've eaten some Drake's coffee cakes. And if you happen to get a whole box, you should sit down and watch this video and eat the whole box with me. Also, be sure to drink, a quarter of a gallon of chocolate milk while you do it. Because even though this isn't part of the challenge, that's a hell of a lot of chocolate milk down in a couple minutes. So, Drake's coffee cakes for LARP, I'll say no. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click like, please subscribe. Most importantly, let your friends know about the channel. You got to get the word out there that it exists. If you enjoy these food challenges, please do them. Post a response video. I'd love to see it. Love to see what you guys are doing out there if anyone's doing this. If you can't find Drake's or you can't afford it, you don't have to get Drake's. Go to the dollar store, buy a 10-pack, eat those instead. Let's see how your food challenge works out. And, of course, as always, adventure on. Bilbo. Here. This is about your size. I can't take this. But the receiver is elvish make, which means it'll glow blue when there's orcs or goblins nearby. I've never used a gun in my life. And I hope you never have to. But if you do, remember this. True courage is not about knowing when to take a life, but when to take all of them.